Hello everyone, Specter here, and welcome to Star Citizen. Today we are going to take a look at one of the most useless ship in Star Citizen currently, which is a Drake Herald. Drake Herald is being classified as a medium data runner. So what is a data runner, you may ask? A data runner is a ship to transport data from place A to place B, like of course in safely. But since Star Citizen currently don't have any kind of data running missions, and you don't even have the data related thing in Star Citizen currently, which makes this ship is very useless. Plus, since you need to enter the ship through the ladder, it means that you can't do nearly impossible for you to do box delivery. I did some tests to test it out. Most of the time I cannot bring my boxes up there. Sometimes I can. I don't know which one is a glitch already. Maybe I suppose not to put my boxes on board. Maybe some glitches makes me I can. I don't know. But anyway, before I move on a little, before I talk more about it, let's get to it first. Sorry about the weather because I am not in Daymar. I am in Yella. Alright, so first of all, you got the cockpit in here, and you got a size 2 gimbal Gatling gun. Unlike the other ships, most of the ships in Star Citizen, if you got a ladder for most of the ships, you will place those ships will place their ladder on the left hand side of their hull, but the Herald did the opposite, a little bit different. It placed it on the right hand side. Well, maybe it's a kind of feature. In here, you got like some sort of data pods, which is very nice because it means that you can plug in some wire in here and then transfer data in or out of these pods. Or maybe in the future, can you eject them? I don't know. But I think you can, because there's pods and then you can release it for some reason. Release what kind of thing? I don't know. But yeah, I think it makes you can like transfer your data quicker. In here, you got some computer stuff, or maybe some ship's modules that I cannot. It's not functional right now. Oh, by the way, here you got the size 1 gimbal laser repeater. Over here, you can see 2 large engines, which makes people always laugh at the Herald because it's quite useless currently. So they will laugh at the Herald like a cockpit with 2 engines in here. And sometimes people may say if CIG kind of turn this one upside down, but like horizontal, like vertically, I should say, like the engines facing downward while the cockpit facing upward, no one blame them because, well, it looks like a rocket to me. Yeah, even for me, it looks like a rocket. So it's quite interesting. So the left-hand side technically is identical to the right-hand side. A few things, I mean, not few, but 2 things is different. First, you don't have a ladder. The second, probably someone being lazy in CIG. I'm not blaming him or her or someone else, but just simply it's odd. As you can see, someone wants to copy something on the right-hand side of the ship to the left-hand side of the ship, but for some reasons they didn't turn it upside down. Yeah, so the whole thing is currently upside down right now. Yeah, you need to turn it right? So, which is very odd. But yeah, so let's get inside of the ship first. The ladder currently, is one of the ladders that I like. Not because it can't kill me. Yeah, if you're stuck in a ship when you're climbing the ladder, still it's possible to hurt you or even kill you. But for the ladders, let me show it to you. When you open it, the ladders, you got lights on it, so it means that you kind of know what kind of thing you're grabbing in the dark, which is very not good, very nice for me. And let's get through the ship and get inside the ship. Okay, now here, oh, I got some snow on my armor. At the back of the ship, you're supposed to have two beds, which is odd because I think this one is functional, but that one is not. There's no ejection features in here, so it means that you can only sleep on it and then log in or log out from it. I won't suggest you to do that, same as the reasons why I mentioned it too many times, but don't do that, okay? I will not suggest you to do that. In here, you got a sink, and it's a non-functional mirror in here. In here is a toilet, which you don't have any doors. It means that you may make the whole thing very smelly after you finish your business. In here, you got some electronic things in here. That's why they say it's dangerous, or maybe, oh, sorry about that. Maybe cause your injury or death. Yeah, probably something dangerous in here about electronic, like electricity or something like that. You got a station in here for you to manage your data. Probably is like transferring data in or out of the ship. You can switch something on here, but I would say it's not functional at all, so no need to do that. Currently, this seat the only useful thing for this seat to do is to let your friend to sit on it so that he or she will not need to like bumping around on your ship while you're accelerating your ships, because this ship really moves for some reason, as you got two large engines at the back. You got some storage boxes in here, which is nice, especially in 3.15, starting from 3.15. You got some non-functional gun racks in here, more storage box, and a cockpit. If you talk about the view, it's good for me. But since this ship is not a combat ship anyway, so it's not quite important, even if you have a very good view. As I said, you have two size 1 laser repeater with a size 2 gimbal Gatling gun at the front. Also, you got 8 missiles in total, which if data running become functional, then someone want to intercept you, want your data on your ship, then you can fight your way out. Although, well, if someone intercept you, you probably run. Let's switch it on first.
Launch complete.
Okay, so this one, I would say speed is quite impressive. I know it's yellow, so the atmosphere is quite thin. It may not show the total efficient of how you move your ship, but as you can see, you got two large engines in here, so basically it's very hard for players not to imagine this ship can move that fast. Of course, if you're going to turn, you may have a hard time. As I said, it's yellow, so you have a thin atmosphere, which makes turning is not an issue, but stopping will be. So I would suggest you try to not to speed it up too fast. If not, well, especially in the atmosphere, you might have some trouble to like do the landing, or like just simply you may pass your destination. Alright, so if you talk about the thought about the ship, I would say this ship is not my cup of tea. Well, because first, it's not functional right now. Like a lot of features that this ship's supposed to do is not functional right now. It makes, well, this ship is not good already. Secondly, you can't do a lot of missions. You cannot. So, for bounty missions, maybe you still can by hunting some small targets. But if you talk about larger targets, you can't really do anything already. And then, if you talk about box delivery, well, it won't work. Might be it works, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. But for me, I don't think it works because you need to climb up the ladder in order to get on a ship. So it means that you might not be able to put your boxes on the ship, which is not good, right? So the only benefit is the ship is very fast. That's it. And yeah, of course, someone may still want to ask, like, how can you get this ship, or how much you can get this ship? I would say in Star Citizen in-game credits, okay, you can get it a little bit more than 1 million in-game credits, which is ideal. Yes, of course, if you talk about the price. However, if you talk about effectiveness, I would say no. You can purchase something similar, just slightly, or maybe similar, really is similar, uh, with that price point, and you can get something like more useful, which is Anvil Hawk. Yes, that ship. Although that ship cannot let you to do box delivery, well, this ship cannot as well. That Anvil Hawk technically is a fighter. It means that you can do more bounty missions comparing to this ship, and yeah, which makes this ship is not ideal to be purchased if you have limited cash. Of course, some people may want to kind of support the gameplay and think this ship is interesting. You want the ship a lot. You might want to know about the real price with real money. I would say $85, as I remember. The price point may change if data running missions are available, or the features is, I mean, the system, the whole gameplay is available. The price point may rise a little bit, but currently is like $85, which I would not suggest players to buy it currently. Yeah, I won't say this ship is totally useless. I mean, yeah, currently it's useless doesn't mean that in the future it's useless as well, right? For me, Drake, like this brand, the ships, usually got a lot of like kind of entry ships for players. Not because how easy you can use it, but how easy you can get it. So, for example, if you want to do like a transport, like a cargo running, you can get a colors black, which is cheap, with 46 SE of cargo, which is decent. And if you want to do medical gameplay, especially starting from 3.15, you can get the colors red, which is cheaper than the other ships with a medical bed, although it is not quite like as useful as before, but still you can heal some of your wound. I believe that Drake Herald can be a potential ships for you to purchase in game in the future. Although, like with real money, I really not suggest you to do that, as $45 you can experience everything already. But if data running become available, then I think a Herald is a very good ship for you to try to learn how to do the data running missions. Yeah, that is it for my thought about the Drake Herald. Of course, if you want to know more about like what is a kind of data runner, I can explain a little bit more in the future. But this is most of the thing that I can tell you. Yes, and I shall see you next time then. Yeah. All right. Okay. So if you think this video is helpful for you, feel free to leave a like. If you think I need to improve a little bit more, or maybe I you want to ask me some questions, then feel free to leave a comment down below. And I shall see you next time then. Bye bye.